Hello everybody, and welcome to another Ikoria draft. Before I dive in, I do want to remind you that if you enjoy the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment in the comment section down below. You can find me streaming on twitch.tv/NicolaiBolas, and be sure to check out the community Discord server in the description and pinned comment down below to talk about all things Magic. It's free for everybody. Okay, so we have a new pack in front of us. We have opened an interesting rare. If it causes you to draw until you exile cards until you exile a card that shares a type. So if you have some really powerful cards that are like sorceries, you can maybe have like a couple cycling sorceries. You may put the exile cards that weren't cast this way on the bottom of your library in a random order. So instead of cycling, you get a free spell, but you have to spend a spell to do it. So you kind of have to make sure you have some card advantage built in. It's a really weird rare, so maybe we'll try it. In the uncommon spot, there is a Polywog Symbiote, which is great. There is a Reconnaissance Mission, which is pretty powerful. Primal Empathy, it is 2 colors, so I probably won't take it here, but it's also quite nice. And in the commons, there is a Blood Curdle, so tons of powerful options here. I don't think I'm going to take the Cyclone. I think I'm going to have to play against it before I commit to trying it. It just doesn't seem good to me at all. I think we're going to take the Polywog Symbiote. I think it's just the best card. Reconnaissance Mission is also pretty good, but Symbiote's going to be good in a lot of my blue decks, pretty much every single one. And yeah, it's just going to be a good early pick. Moving on to the next pack, we have no rare, so we don't get a ton of signals from that. There is a Zenith Flare, which is a pretty cool card in a cycling deck. Interesting, Blue Spirit Lady. It's not even value, though, Boogafin, because you're essentially in the late game, you're turning your cyclers into a random creature from your deck, which isn't necessarily a good thing, and you have to spend a card to do it. So you, go down a card. I think Zenith Flare is solid. I like taking Of One Mind as another one, just because it's blue and I already have a blue card. I think Proud Willbender is quite good. Willbonder, that is. Capture Sphere is pretty solid, but I think Of One Mind is a better blue card to take. Zenith Flare is definitely interesting. Number of cards with cycling in your graveyard. So we would have to kind of commit to playing like red-white, which I don't really want to do at this point. So I'm just going to take Of One Mind and see what comes from that. Starting off with 2 mono blue cards. And following it up, there is a really good red card. There is a very good colorless card that's going to go in any deck. And there's a Thieving Otter, though I think Thieving Otter would be a bit spewy to take here because there is a Farfinder and a Flame Spill, which are both just quite powerful. I think Flame Spill is probably more powerful than Farfinder, but Farfinder is going to make it so I can flash around, play like a blue-green-black deck, a blue-green-red deck. It just gives me a ton of options and lets me splash in a blue deck. Like I could splash like a white removal spell, things like that. Oh! Really? I misread the card then. So that changes it for sure. I thought you, instead of drawing a card, you exiled the stuff. That was my understanding of the card. I think Farfinder is just a fine pick here. Flame Spill is nice, but Farfinder is going to leave us very flexible, and it's a good card to mutate onto, which we're already looking for because of our Polywog Symbiote. Here, there is actually a ton of power. This rare is quite nice. Farfinder is nice. Of One Mind is quite nice, though we already have one. And then there's Fertilate if we wanted to move into green. I think we would never take a green card here over a Farfinder, so the only options are the land, the Farfinder. I don't really want the Zagoth Mamba, because then it just convinces me to like black-blue. So I think Farfinder's nice as an option. I'll hover that one for now. Of One Mind is also looking good, and I love the Bonder's Enclave as well. Thank you so much, Rival Tumars, for the follow. I appreciate it. I think we're going to take Farfinder because it'll leave us so many options later in the draft. I do like Bonder's Enclave as a land, and I wouldn't mind taking that here. I think taking second Of One Mind over the Farfinder is probably a mistake. But Farfinder number 2, when we're kind of like just only committed to one color right now, and we could still technically abandon that, it means that it just leaves us with so many options. And now we can take an Essence Scatter. Evolving Wilds is also an interesting pick, because 2 Farfinders and an Evolving Wilds can kind of splash anything. So maybe we're supposed to take that. And we're not even necessarily a blue deck. We can still just see what's open, though blue does look open. I would say that 5th pick, Essence Scatter, is quite nice. I think getting an Evolving Wild is nice, though, as well, because we do have the 2 Farfinders, so we kind of just, we can play a ton of different things with this start. So I think we're going to take the Evolving Wilds over the Essence Scatter, and after that I would take a Thornwood Falls. And now we're starting to see some signals, maybe. There's a Cloud Piercer, there's a Humble Naturalist. Naturalist also helps with splash stuff. We could be a blue-green deck. I like Cloud Piercer a decent amount. Especially in blue-red. Seems pretty good to me. Humble Naturalist is a fine option, though, as well. I think I'm just going to take one of these two cards. I don't really like Phase Dolphin. Which one do I want, though? Naturalist. I do like prioritizing 2-drops, so I'm going to take the Naturalist. And I have been seeing a little bit more green than red, I think. And now there is a Jungle Hollow. If I want to splash black, I already have tons of tools to do that. I could also just take a Glimmer Bell. Or I could take like a cycling card. I could see Jungle Hollow being pretty good. I don't know if I want Glimmer Bell as of yet. I think I'm going to prioritize it a little bit. It is a pretty late Dranith Stinger, that is true. I think Glimmer Bell keeps me in my like blue deck. And then Jungle Hollow would be like a fine pick if I was just looking to splash everything, but I don't have anything to splash yet, so I'm going to make sure I like have at least some blue cards. And now a Migratory Greathorn, very late Migratory Greathorn. This is a great signal point, and I'm glad that I have the Glimmer Bell and the Poliwag Symbiote. Really happy with that Glimmer Bell pick right about now. Dismal Backwater will definitely be a solid addition if I didn't end up splashing a black. I think I have a pretty good start to my draft right now. Migratory Greathorn, another great card for splashing. Another late Dranith Stinger. If a cycling ability would cause you to draw a card, instead exile cards, so you don't replace itself. Yeah, I did read it correctly. Instead, you may exile cards from the top of your library. Instead, you do exile the cards. Here, I think we're going to either take Wilt or Scoured Barrens. We haven't seen a lot of red cards, but I think we're just going to take the Scoured Barrens because it just lets us splash so many things. We can splash black and white. Another Scoured Barrens. Pretty easy pickup here. And now a Rugged Highlands. I don't really want the Survivor's Bond. We can just pretty much take anything and play it, which is really cool. Just get all the lands that we can. Fertilid is another nice addition for this splashing deck. Whew. Things are looking good. I'm not sure if we're going to play the Scoured Barrens, but we definitely could. Memory Lake down to the end of the world. We'll take it, though. It at least has cycling. Oh, yeah. Last pick, Jungle Hollow. Sign me up. Thank you so much, X Tavow, for the follow. I appreciate it. We're almost at 1,000. It's going to be an amazing milestone. Okay, in this pack, I like the Essence Symbiote. Another premium 2-drop for our green-blue deck. Yeah, so I guess if you have... Yeah, but you have... The thing I don't like about it is that you have to go down a card to play it. We're not really going to play Titan's Nest. It just doesn't do much. Evolving Wilds and Essence Symbiote are what I'm choosing between right now. I really kind of like the Evolving Wilds because I could just splash anything I open still. And I could just get past some really good cards. So I think I'm going to take the Evolving Wilds. And now a land. I like this land. I like Ram Through as well. We're just banking on getting some really powerful cards later. And we already are seeing a lot of powerful cards. But we're just investing in our mana base. We're trying out this like 5-color thing. Booyah. Double red card, no problemo. Quartzwood Crasher it is. That's a pretty good payoff. Poliwag Symbiote would also be pretty solid. Though we don't really have any mutators right now other than the Greathorn. Essence Scatter would be okay. But I'm just going to take the Quartzwood Crasher. We have a couple of ways of making red mana. 2 Evolving Wilds, 2 Far Finders. This card's just going to be a nice card to play at the top end. We can get double red pretty easily, I think. We already have a Rugged Highlands as well. And now there's a Dreamtail Heron, which I really would like to take. There's also a Slither Wisp. Another spell with Flash. You draw a card, each opponent loses 1 life. It's double black. How many other things with Flash do we have? nothing right now. I don't think Slither Wisp is worth splashing. I think I'm going to take the Dreamtail Heron, though. It's a nice mutate creature. Helps trigger our... It's a good thing to put on Farfinder. We might even wheel the Tranquil Cove, because nobody seems to want the lands. No lands in the pack to take, so I'm leaning towards the Of One Mind. Proud Willbonder is also just a really good one with Quartzwood Crasher, so that's actually a really good combo. So maybe I just take that. Yeah, I think I'm going to take that over Of One Mind. I like the synergy there. Really good combo with Quartzwood. So yeah, I like that over Of One Mind. We already have an Of One Mind as well. And now there's another land. Really nice pickup there. Zenith Flare. How many cyclers do we even have? We have no cyclers. We have literal 1 in the land. I like the Rugged Highlands, though. Again, I'm going to be splashing a double red card, so it could be a little bit tricky. And I like Swallow Hole as well, but I think the land is going to be a higher priority here. How many lands do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 lands right now, so we have 11 playable cards, but all of our cards are very good. We can just pick and choose the best ones, and we aren't even necessarily playing Scoured Barrens yet, because we haven't seen black or white cards that we want to play. And now Swiftwater Cliffs. Gonna just keep taking the lands. Pack 3 is going to be a dream. I'm just going to try to make sure we have as much like good mana as we can, so we can play everything. Greater Sandworm would be the pick other than that, though. I do like Greater Sandworm a lot. Reconnaissance Mission is pretty solid as well. Savai, Thunderbane, definitely a good one, but not for our deck because we don't have cycling. And then Evolving Wilds is definitely going to be the pick here, though. I like Windscarred Crag, but we're not playing white at the moment. We're playing Teamer, and Evolving Wilds lets us just be very flexible with our mana still. Whew, our deck is looking amazing. We have some really nice, powerful cards, and pack 3 is going to be really good for us. I wouldn't mind splashing white. We have good tools for it. Cathartic, Unbreakable Bond. I think it's the highest potential card. We could just take Drannith Healer. That's a fine 2-drop to cycle early, or Imposing Vantasaur. But I think the Unbreakable Bond is the least replaceable. We could still get some big cyclers, and that could be a nice combo to play in our deck. Anticipate, not the end of the world to play that. Flycatcher Giraffid also could be a fine one for helping us stabilize, but I think the Anticipate's the best pick. And now we get the Giraffid. So many tap lands, I agree. Our deck is going to have to definitely rely on some stuff like Unbreakable Bond, and we're going to have really high card quality to make up for it, but I think we definitely have the potential for it. We got the Tranquil Cove. Our white splash is looking really easy. Like, if we can just take Pacifism and just play it for free, pretty much. We have the Indatha, 3 Evolving Wilds, 2 Tranquil Coves. I mean, 1 Tranquil Cove, 2 Farfinders. We don't actually have a black card to play other than the Unbreakable Bond right now. But we're set up. This is what you want for a 5-color deck. 5-color decks thrive when they can set up for the first 2 packs. We'll take a Wilt. When they can set up for the first 2 packs and then like get a ton of payoffs pack 3, because nobody else can play a lot of the cards that we're going to be able to take. Like, we can play any ultimatum we get. So let's just hope some of them get opened. Okay, so starting things off, we have enough fixing. We can just take Mythos of Nithroy. Really powerful. We don't need another Evolving Wilds. We already have 3 of them. If we didn't take that, we would just take, like, Essence Scatter. But yeah, Mythos of Nithroy, really good. Destroys any permanent now for us because we're going to be playing every color. Next pack. Nothing in the rare slot. They took the rare. We can take a Pacifism. We can take a Fertilid just to double ensure our mana. I don't mind a Fertilid. Pacifism's a great removal spell. I really like this draft format. It seems pretty flexible. There's a lot of cool stuff to do. I think we'll just take Fertilid. Pacifism seems fine as well. We have this Mythos of Nithroy as removal. We have... honestly, not an insane amount of spells. I think we're just going to take the Fertilid for one last piece of fixing. I don't need the Pacifism. Oh my gosh. We can play Gigantha in this deck, but we have to give up Quartzwood Crasher and Will Bonder, or we can just play Gigantha straight up. Oh, that's such a bummer, because these are two of our best cards, so I don't think we can actually play this outside of... Yeah, I think we're just going to take Ram through because we need removal, and it works with our big Tramplers. And this is just going to be a 5-mana 5/5. We're not going to sacrifice our two best cards for Gigantha. I would main deck it, but I think we just would rather have... There's Rooting Moloch. Do we have any Cyclers? Still no Cyclers, really. Yeah, I would main deck it, but we don't really even have, like, it doesn't even work that well in our deck. Like an Essence Symbiote. Archipelagore is fantastic. Really happy to see that. The real bummer is that we just aren't getting the insane power cards that we'd want. Like, this isn't, like, super powerful. This one's pretty good. Works really well with our Tramplers, so maybe we'll take that over Honey Mammoth. Yeah, it's weird. It's a fine card in a lot of decks, but our best card is this one, followed by the Proud Willbender, probably. We're just going to take Sanctuary Smasher, I think. Over the land. And another Archipelagore. Getting paid off here. Just all the really powerful mutators coming around super late. I really needed the Ram Through, because I don't really have ways to kill things. I have Ram Through and Mythos of Nethroi right now. And now I guess I go for blood, because we do have some really big creatures. I could take a Cavern Whisperer, but I think go for blood's going to be much better. At the moment, we're not playing Scoured Barrens. We're not a true 5-color deck. Our 5-color comes from the Mythos of Nethroi, because we'll play, like, 1 Plains, maybe. Flourishing Fox, eh? Or just Survivor's Bond. Probably Survivor's Bond is better. I do like Flourishing Fox, but not really in this deck. Savai Thundermane came back, eh? That's kind of nutty, isn't it? One Cycler, 2 Cycler. Not really any other Cyclers. Let's just take the Spell Eater Wolverine. And now... another Survivor's Bond, probably. Shredded Sails, sure. Ooh, Rugged Highlands came back. That's actually really nice. Okay, so we went all out for this deck in terms of our mana base. And then we didn't really get paid off at all, which is kind of a bummer. Kind of a bummer. Like, we got to take any powerful card we wanted. I think I took the mana too early. When you play human drafts, it's on a timer, yeah. I'm not going to play Shredded Sails. Okay, let's see what our deck looks like. So we have Mythos of Nethroi to get white, which needs white mana for like its full capacity. We have nothing else that needs white mana. So I think we'll just get our white mana from Indatha Trirome and Tranquil Cove. What of our black cards? We're not going to play... I think we'll play 1 Survivor's Bond, probably. Unbreakable Bond seems like it could be really good with our Quartzwood and our Sanctuary and our Archipelagores, so I think I'll play those. Do we really even need Survivor's Bond, though? We don't really have a ton of humans, do we? We have like 1 human. Yeah, we won't play that one. And we'll play 1 Swamp Really, one forest it recommends? There's no way one forest is correct. We're not going to play Spell Eater Wolverine. So this is our deck right now. It seems pretty good to me. How many lands are we running? 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 17 lands. 17 lands actually seems like solid because we do have a lot of like Far Finders and like we have a Naturalist and things like that. Yeah, but it's like a really awkward card to get into play. How many instants and sorcery do we even have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We only have 7, so it's not even going to be on all that much. Time throw block might be your favorite. Yeah, I agree, Sacramento. It is really different. I have 5 green sources. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 green sources. I have, for black, I have 1, 2, for blue, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blue sources. 9 blue sources, 9 green sources. I have 1, 4, 5, 8 red sources. Like, my mana is unbelievable. Yeah, the mana is so good. I want to play Shredded Sails. I don't know what I'd cut for it. I think this is fine. Shredded Sails or Wilt is the question. Wilt is probably nice for getting rid of pacifisms on my big creatures. I think I like this build. The mana seems good. I might want to cut. I have... yeah, the 10 greens. I have only 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 green sources. So I definitely need one more green source. So I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 green sources. Then for blue I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I just have great sources. Yeah, aggro is going to be a bit of a problem, but we have good, like, defensive speed. Yeah, that's going to do it for the build on this one. Pretty interesting deck for sure. Excited to give it a shot, and I'll see you in the matches. Before I get to the matches, I want to take a brief moment to shout out all of my patrons over at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas, especially those who support at the credits level. And I do want to say that if you've been enjoying my content and are looking for a way to give back, even $1 a month unlocks some pretty cool rewards and helps me continue making high quality videos on a consistent basis. So for more information, be sure to check it out at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. But without further ado, let's get to the matches. With our sweet deck, we're going to definitely keep this. 2-drop, Farfinder, Quartzwood Crasher in the hand. A couple of blue cards, so we might have to get an island with this. Oh, opponent, you're playing a tap land, you have no idea what you're dealing with. Yeah, red-white can just be a beatdown deck. Getting the Symbiote in play onto turn 2 is not as important as getting Farfinder on turn 3. That one red source is actually super huge. We're definitely fetching an island. Next turn we can play Essence Symbiote and Glimmerbell. I think the mutate cards are generally quite good. Getting those 2 Archipelagors was huge. Oh, that's a really good draw. We'll hit the Symbiote. We're going to want to Archipelago onto this guy. But I think we're going to start with Quartzwood Crasher. Because this does cost 6, so we're 1 mana off of Archipelagoing. But Quartzwood Crasher with Ram through backup is huge. This also just works really well unless they have like literal pacifism. Are we playing against another 5-color deck? I think it's just Naya, probably. Yeah, just Naya. I like how upbeat the chat is. Our chat is so good. If they block the Essence Symbiote, we get a 6/6. I'm willing to sacrifice the Essence Symbiote just to, like, because if they do have a way to kill this, then I make, like, yeah, like we get a 6/6. It might look really weird, but the way that we lose in that situation is if they have a like way to give this guy like +3/+3 or some sort of like combat trick to kill this card. So losing the Essence Symbiote isn't actually a big deal in that case, because that means we get this 6/6 trample and we basically can't lose. Whereas putting them, if they had like been able to kill this creature, getting 2 extra damage in would have been really nice. Whew! Got the old W. Feels good. I'll see you folks in the next round. And I do not think this is a keep, unfortunately. 2 Archipelagors is too many. We'll keep this one though, and we will get rid of Evolving Wilds. We already have black, red, double green, blue, so we don't need the Evolving Wilds. And I'd rather gain the extra life. We're 1-0 Okos Pro. Gonna get a mountain, so we can cast Quartzwood if we draw it. Next turn we're gonna go Naturalist plus Glimmerbell. And if we draw a tap land, we'll play just the Naturalist, so we can get Archipelago down ASAP. What could they have? They can't have the 2/2 flash. They could have Divine Arrow. Don't really care about that. They have Made Up the Life. Their 2 hit has taken me down from my 22 to 20. I'm not going to cycle this. I'm going to cast this. Maybe I should just cast it before Archipelagore too. Wow. Aggressive. I'm not blocking this 2/2. Across all colors. I'm really liking Fire Prophecy as the best common still. Oh, opponent, you shall be hoisted by thou petard when my Archipelagore strikes. Booyah. I love Archipelagore as like a very good uncommon. This is one of the best uncommons in the set, I think. I've been high on it since day one. It's so good. They might have double Divine Judgment. Sure, Blood Girdle. I'm just presenting threat after threat after threat. I also have a Wilt and Mythos of Nethroi in my deck, though the Mythos currently doesn't tap for get the white mana it needs. I only have 2 white sources in the deck. Whew. This could get a little bit dicey if they kill our Quartzwood Crasher, but we have a lot of power in the deck. I know we have Wilt, but I'm still just going to use this to fight. Oh, opponent. We have a card draw spell in our deck, so we'll just play the land. Oh, brutal. Ouch. Top deck, champ. Feels good, man. That was a sick top deck. I didn't need it, but it feels good to have anyway. See you folks in the next round. Gold 1. 3, we're definitely keeping this one. We have a 2-drop, we have a draw spell, even though we don't technically have green mana. Green mana is overrated anyway. Clearly. This time I actually will play the Glimmer Bell first, because we can't play our draw spell with the Evolving Wilds on turn 3 anyway. Ooh, they missed the land drop. Against black-green, we'll probably cycle this Wilt. Okay, so we're going to cycle before we use Evolving Wilds to thin, because it could influence which card we want to get. Yeah, so now we don't need to get Forest. We'll get... Oh, we don't have a second mountain to get? Oh, that's so bad. What am I doing? Oh my gosh. Obviously need to have mountain to go get. They discard to hand size. A fight is won. That's a huge deck building error to not have 2 mountains. They're discarding to hand size again. We'll give this thing vigilance probably. Boom. Opponent couldn't hit their lands, so we got the victory. Time for us to fix that deck building error, and I'll see you in the next round. Welcome to round 4 or something. We're crushing so far. This one's getting a forest. This one's getting a swamp. No, I don't have any double green. I just need 1 green source. I have a lot of tap lands. I think this is a rematch. I think we just played this person. At least I feel like we might have. We only have 1 forest. Crazy. I think we'll probably cycle this land. But maybe not. Okay, change of plan. We're not cycling it. We don't already have black mana. Yeah, let's just cycle it. Look at a swamp. That's a bummer. Yeah, but technically it's better to not let them know I have swamps in my deck. So, like... Perfect. Yeah, it's not that much of a waste. Like, look how much they set me back. Give me a forest. I don't have another forest. What do I want even, then? Cycling this may have been a tad aggressive, but I don't mind it. I'd rather be a little bit constricted on my lands. Put it over. Next turn we can play the Will Bonder. Yikes. If we draw a land, we can Unbreakable Bond back our 3/4, and then mutate Archipelagor onto it, and use it with Ram through and stuff like that. We are at a virtual 8. We don't care about this guy at all, though. They could have +3/+3. We're okay with that. Yeah. We just need to dodge a removal spell this turn. And draw a land. Not a huge ask, but kind of an ask. Yikes! Well, if they tap out, we can ram through the coil bug to gain some life. Well, they were out of gas. Not for long. Attack doesn't accomplish much. What could they have for 2 mana? Oh shoot. Give me a land! Sacrifice another creature. Kill that guy. They can sacrifice it to draw a card. I'd probably would. Yeah, that's the 1 white card. And we can make white mana for it with our Trirome and our Tranquil Cove. Okay, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, let's see. Can we stabilize? If they just pull off a coil bug play, there's no way we use our ram through on that. Yikes. That's funny. I don't think so. Or maybe they do. I hope they do. That'd be cool. So what are we hoping to cast here? I think we're looking for a gain land or something. Yeah, Polywog Symbiote. Unlucky, but... we can always ram through if we need to gain some life. We're gonna get an island. This is like a cool little late game combo for 8 mana you draw a card. Not the worst in a board style. Get that island. There's our white source. Tap the bushmeat poacher. Gain a life from that. Attack for 7, gain another 7. That should be game. I guess they could just kill it, and then it's not game. If they do have a way to give this death touch, we can ram through in response. Boom. Amazing stabilization. Yeah, feels good. We were at like 3 at one point, remember? And now we're at like 100. With a 7/7 lifelink flyer. Oh, Heartless Act. Close call. Almost got him. I went down to 1. No, I think I went down to 2 at my lowest. Oh, right. Never mind. They did. They used the bushmeat poacher to put me down to 1. Nice, nice. Emer Capo, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. We're only 20 followers away from 1,000 followers. So if you haven't followed already, I recommend it. They gain life even to that creature's toughness. I totally forgot about that part. I could have killed this guy a while ago, but I forgot they gained life. Hi, Dad. Oh, Archipelago number 2. Got the win. Whew. Feels good. See you folks in the next round. And we're left with a tricky choice. We're going to keep it. Full greed. We have so many cards that find us exactly what we need. We have 3 Evolving Wilds and 2 Farfinders and a bunch of lands. Oh yeah, the Bolas bucks. Yeah, I knew what you were talking about. See you later, Sujav. Maybe they'll let us chip him for 1. Nope. They didn't let us chip in for 1. I'm sad. Ooh, the Mysterious Egg in a blue-white deck. Oh, they don't attack! Oh, we got them! We got him in the palm of our hand! Oh my gosh, this is amazing. We're gonna get a mountain. That mountain coming in clutch. Get our Quartzwood Crasher down on turn 5. Give it first strike. Boom. We even have 2 disenchants if they do put a pacifism on this. Oh. Oh, yes. Oh, the second 6/6 Trampler. Coming in hot. I don't know why they didn't attack there. We'll give our flyer the... buff rather than our 1/1. Wow, our deck is so good. The gates of glory are open, and Quartzwood Crasher is the path of the future. Oh my gosh. Hi, Dead Hero 7. Welcome. This is amazing. Our deck is so sick. That second forest coming... I mean, the second mountain that we put in coming in clutch. Archipelago... I don't really have an S tier, but it is such a good card. I got it so late in the draft, too, because I guess nobody else was blue. Because you just don't need much for this card to just end the game. It's a 7/7 for 6 with haste, essentially, if you build your deck right, and it taps something. And the game is over. We're up to 5-0. Let's go. Feels great. I'll see you folks in the next one. Currently undefeated. I think they mulliganed. I think we lead with the Rugged Highlands, because we don't know exactly what we want. Then Farfinder into Proud Willbonder into Of One Mind for 1 mana. They're on a mull to 6. Bitter Spit Gremlin. Might have to kill that. I think we have to get an... we'll get a swamp maybe with this. Maybe just an island. We'll probably have to fight this thing just so it stops pinging us. No, it's just opponents. Oh yeah, it can hit creatures. But I think we're going to go for blood because it's more flexible. We'll get an island. Yeah. Change of plan. We can still fight this next turn. It'll work out perfectly. Sad day. Four, five, six. So we play this land. Play our Will Bonder. Kill that. We're super okay. They have all spells though, so keep that in mind. Marmoset probably has to die at some point. We'll get a second blue mana. Oh, we'll 100% kill that one. Now that we have double blue, we can go for the Symbiote into Dreamtail Heron. It's leaving us with red, green, red, green. That seems fine. Quartzwood Crasher is going to be amazing. Oh, that's a bummer. Didn't work out very well for us. Yeah, it's pretty good in that specific spot, but... So I attack them, they get to block, and then I bring it back. So unless they top deck something, we just win, I think. Yeah, that's not good enough. Got the win. Whew! Whew! Unbreakable Bond, coming in clutch. We're one win away from Platinum, and also the 7-0 run. See you folks in the next one. I'm confident. We got this. Look at this amazing hand. Just beautiful lands. One more for chat. One more for chat is like a 2-hour draft, my man. Or lady. Dead hero could be male or female. We're going to get the Far Finder on turn 3 as a priority. We already have double red. We already have our green mana. We just need our swamp, I think. Yeah, I think we're going to get another island. We can get our swamp with the Evolving Wilds. Honestly, I'm kind of afraid of them just making the coil bug bigger and bigger. I am back from London, Blue Spirit Lady. Only costs 2 mana? Oh, that's a bummer. So they can just do that whenever they want. Me too. Thank you so much for the thoughts, kind thoughts. So this can be a 5/5. Sure. It was worth a shot. We're just thinning our deck as much as possible before we use this Anticipate, because we pretty much have to find the Mythos of Nethroi to kill this thing now. This says first strike. Why wouldn't they give that flying? So I think we're going to use a Fertilid and then an Anticipate, because we have 3, 4, 5, 6. No, we don't have enough mana. Yeah, we need to go Anticipate right away. That ain't going to do it. They can tap it with their checkpoint officer. Oh, that is bad news, Bears. Scariest durable coil bug I've ever seen. This is the only time I've ever been afraid of durable coil bug. And we just used our wilt. believe that's my last basic land. I have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1. Yeah, that's all my basic lands. They're gonna tap my quartz wood. If we find Mythos of Nethroi, though, we're in business. We're going to keep this land because if we find a mutate card, we're going to be glad that we kept it. Welcome back, Creeper Daves. Now we're dead. Yikes! This card was brittle. Yikes. See you folks in the next attempt at the 7-win run. Welcome to the final round, hopefully. We're going to keep this hand. It's a bit slow and dirtly, but we can cycle this land. We are against the Lutri, which we've never defeated, but hopefully this goes a little bit better than previous attempts to defeat Lutri. Ooh, Willbonder's a good one. I feel like we're just going to cycle the Indatha Trirome. All it does is give us a black source, which we don't need at the moment. We'll just get that from a far finder or something. I should play the Tranquil Cove there 100%. I have some blue 2-drops that I'd like to play if I draw them. Well, that's rough. I really need to hit like a 2-drop or something. Glimmerbell. Counterspell. Dang it. Oh, it resolved. How did that resolve? Oh, thank goodness. We'll probably be able to kill this now. With our ram through. It's not our fault they have 4 less colors than us. Oh, this is a problem. We'll attack first before we do anything. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh, it's backbreaking. Just feels so bad. We played around like them having like most counter spells and stuff like that, but then Keep Safe just owns us. Yeah. Games like this one against Otter are so brutal. I think we're just dead. Oh my gosh. Because even if we play our creature, we would have to chump the 5/7. Yikes. Well, we have one final shot at it. Final round. Win or go home. The boss match. And we have a keepable hand. Thank goodness. 100% keeping this. On the draw. Powerful bronze player. We're going to cycle this one. If we get cheesed out by like the one that makes that into like a 5/5, I'm going to be so sad. It's going to be such a brutal way to go. Please don't make that into a 5/5 right now. Please, no. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, thank goodness. This card does nothing for now. They could still play the enchantment. Oh, thank goodness. I'm so grateful. Next turn, Quartzwood Crasher. Next step, Quartzwood Crasher. Hooray! I mean, these cards are both fine. We can give him first strike. Oh, our huge boy. How far you've come. Young Padawan. The Ozolith could be sweet depending on their deck. No! That's a sad moment. Ha! Ha ha! Yes! This is the first time I've ever killed anything with Wilt in my life. Yes! Heck yes! Wow! We did it! Well, you can always main deck it because of it has cycling. Like, I was going to be like, oh, maybe I can kill the Ozolith with that later. But, oh my gosh. Total destruction. I mean, Wilt is just it can, like, against pacifisms and stuff like that, it's just a fine option. No! Exile! Oh, that's a bummer. Oh, what a sad moment. How sad. Yeah, cycle 2 is still fine. Most cards in the past like that have had cycle 2, like in Amonkhet Revoke Existence. Aw, no! Dang it. I can Mythos of Nithroid it away if I draw that. I don't think I am losing this game. That's a bummer. What? They had me. I was stumped. I was like, oh, I guess that's to stop attacking. Not anymore. They're probably just newer to the game. That's always kind of the justification I think of. Like, that was just not a good attack. Unless they have something that I don't know about. And then they play Mountain, give it double strike. I respect the aggression. All aggro, all the time. Let's go. Whew! Got the win. I think that's how it works, Sad Boy Flex. Boom. Got the W. Got to maximum wins. Started 6-0. Stumbled a little bit, but still crossed the finish line intact. If you did make it all the way till the end of this video and you're watching on YouTube, remember to hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any future videos. Leave a comment in the comment section down below. And in the comments, also leave hashtag Clutch Quartzwood, because Quartzwood Crasher won us so many games, and it was also a great payoff for our massive amounts of mana fixing that we had drafted. So yeah, that's going to do it for this draft video. Remember that you can find me streaming live on twitch.tv/NicolaiBolas. Join the Discord server for the NicolaiBolas community. I'd love to talk with you there about all things Magic, and other members of our community are also there as well. And if you would like to support my content, you can also join the Patreon, patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. Thank you, Dead Hero 7, for the follow. Great way to end the video. That's going to do it for this video, though. I do hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're enjoying Ikoria, and I'll catch you in my next video.